There we go. Goodness gracious.
Well, if somebody wouldn't be impatient, then this would all be fine. It would all flow just grand. But no.
So
Somebody has to hop in chat early.
Alright, I know you know this story. I gotta tell chat this story. So
Mhm.
last weekend was my first convention of the year. It was fantastic. I was very tired and the first day and then completely cognitive but stayed at my booth the entire day on Sunday. But Sunday, Whitney had left the booth to do her own little walk around thing. And I was in by myself and I had this little girl come up. So if you ever see me in the wild, I have a bowl of Easter eggs that have mystery stickers inside. There's usually 5.
Oh, crap. I just dropped my soot. Hang on. Continue.
Have fun with that. And so each Easter egg has at least 5 miniature stickers of the stickers that I usually have up for sale. Plus some because I pull stickers out of rotation now. So, except this time because some of them had 6 and some of them had 7. But I also play a game with it, my own version of shiny hunting. Like, if you could find a particular sticker, which is a shiny, quote, quote, if you find that particular sticker in the egg, you win a prize, right? So, by this point, the prize was already won. So I usually let people know when they want to buy an egg because they usually see the sign, like, hey, there's no prize. Usually that does not deter them. I could count on one hand how many times that's happened to me where people don't want the egg anymore after that. But this little girl came up to me and she put her dollar down because she wanted an egg. And I said, okay, sweetheart, just to let you know, someone already won a prize winning sticker, but every egg has stickers in them, no matter what. You just don't know which stickers you're going to get. This little girl looked me dead in the eye, made constant eye contact, pulled out her wallet, and put another dollar down on my booth, all while maintaining eye contact. And I just stared at this little girl, and in my mind, I was thinking, oh, that's so sweet, but don't ever make eye contact like that again. I felt so threatened. Like, this little girl was probably 8, maybe. She was
intense eye
it
contact.
was intense. She was literally telling me, I don't care about the stupid price. I want the eggs and the stickers. Like, that's what she was telling me. And I wasn't about to stop her. She looked so happy. And then she gave $1 to her brother so her brother could also have an egg. And I was like, it was just a very odd experience, but at the same time, it is so funny the way this little girl just maintained eye contact, like in defiance of what I had to say to her. Like, I never know. I mean, there are people who just don't want the egg after they find out the prize has been won. Like, and then the majority of people are like, who cares? We want the stickers that are inside the egg. So I never know who's who when they come to my table looking for the eggs.
Now, is that better or worse than the time a pint-sized no-face walked up to us and tried to gift us gold?
Okay, that was a fantastic story. If nobody knows the lore about No Face, you're not supposed to take gold from No Face. It's like voodoo. It's like cursed. You don't take gold from No Face. We, Jesse and I were at Annie Medford when this little kid, I don't know how old this little kid was, maybe like 10.
Maybe like 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like 8 or
8 to
10.
10. Yeah.
Dressed as No Face, the cutest little No Face on the face of the planet, was super excited. Apparently, according to Dad, was the first time they cosplayed at a convention. And I think also their first convention, but I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly.
But anyway, she came up to the table and she handed us a gold coin. And I stared at this little girl dressed as No Face while Jesse grabbed the coin. I'm like, no, thank you. And then blaming Jesse for cursing us. Sweetest little thing. She was so excited. And I asked Dad after, I'm like, how discouraged does your daughter get when people turn her away about the gold coin? And he said, she doesn't. she pushes the gold coin to them anyway. I'm like,
She did, by the way.
she did. I think we both at first tried to deny her, and you couldn't anymore because you thought she was so cute.
She was so adorable.
Like, I know the lore though. You jinxed us.
I couldn't do it.
Fun convention stories. I have so many fun convention stories though. From Annie Medford, I doubt it.
I mean, if there is, I would love to see it.
I would also love to see that. But that'd be kind of cool if she did go viral for that. But anyway.
Yeah.
But a lot of people dress up as No Face, including children. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there is a viral video out there. But of that particular little girl, it's probably not her. But anyway, on that note, shall we get started on stream?
I'm gonna dangerously open my Pepsi that I dropped on the floor. Let's see how this goes.
You probably shouldn't without a towel. What did I say? What did I
Almost.
say?
We're good. We're good.
You sure?
We're good.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. There's no sticky mess now?
Nope.
Okay. I'm keeping my eye on you from California, I guess. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to the Panel Protagonist. I'm Melly.
I'm Jess.
And today we will be revisiting a stream from 2020. Woo! We will be revisiting Ark Survival Evolved. And I'm actually a little excited about doing this stream because it's been a while since...
It's been a second.
It's been a second. So I'm excited to see like how our opinions changed since then. Although I think my opinions still are pretty much the same. I didn't have like terribly bad things to say about it last time, and I still terribly don't have a lot of things to say bad about it now. But you know, we'll see how that goes. This will actually be a guessing game.
Oh boy.
I will not be as anal about spelling just because, well...
Man, you're gonna make me guess the dino?
You have to guess the dino. Some of them
Oh,
are gonna
God.
be pretty easy.
Okay.
If you've played with me before.
Okay.
Casey, get off the desk, please, honey. Go. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a guessing game. I will not be anal about spelling because these are all like scientific names anyway, for the most part. And like I said, if you've played with me before, then a couple of these will be pretty easy. If you have not, well, good luck. I guess you'll have that creature list up on Ark's wiki.
Can I pull up the Dodo Dex?
The Dodo Dex. I mean, if you want to.
I have it. It's all the way across the room right now, but I can go get it.
I definitely will not stop you. So on that note, I will pass it to Jesse for...
I do have a quick breaking news segment, actually.
For breaking news!
Okay. So, let me pull up the website for this first one because I think it's funny how they're trying to sell this. So the folks behind E3
oh god,
have
I didn't even look at this article, but I know you posted it.
Oh yeah. So the ESA have come up with, it's not exactly a replacement for E3, and that's not how they're selling it either, but they've come up with another venture that they are marketing as, quote, a first-of-its-kind event bringing together leaders across industries to harness the transformative power of interactive entertainment, reshaping the way we build, connect, and inspire. And looking into it, it sounds a lot like GDC, which is a conference that happens in... my brain wants to say Leeds, but that might be wrong. It's somewhere over in Europe. And it's gonna be a conference that's not just video game specific, but it's also gonna be like technology specific to video games, and I'm assuming it's going to be more more focused on the consumer aspect as far as like peripherals are concerned, and maybe PCs and televisions, and it's going to expand outside of just being here's a whole bunch of game developers presenting you the next, generation of video games.
Yeah.
It's going to be held in April now instead of June, which is when E3's slot currently was. And it's going to be in Las Vegas, so not as big of a center as they had in Los Angeles.
Vegas.
So we'll see
how that goes.
How this goes. It's not happening in 2025. They have it slated for next year in 2026. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think it's probably not going to amount to much the first year it happens, again, because it's a little bit like GDC. And some of the people who I imagine would attend this are already going to A, be at GDC, and B, will have probably presented some stuff at what's that one in January? Here, I'll pull it up because I have all this shit written down.
Wow.
I know, it's so shocking, isn't it? CES, the Consumer Electronics Expo. So I think there's going to be some overlap between those two shows.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I imagine this one is going to be. If not, it's just going to be another E3, and they will have wasted all their time.
Damn. Well.
Yeah. So we'll see how that one goes. It's called.
Let them waste their time then. I mean,
I guess they could, but here's how you spell it. It's called Icon.
What, is Apple involved? Shit.
I don't know. I don't know if Icon stands for anything. Oh, it does. Interactive Innovation Conference.
Okay. Good for them, I guess. Shit.
Yeah. So keep an eye on that one. See how it goes. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. That was my phone.
Who's texting you? You're working right now.
I'm sure it was my parents telling me that they're leaving the house. Yes. Okay. Next little bit of news that I wanted to go over. This is specifically for you, Mel.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if your significant other is in the house with you.
He is not.
But, okay, I found the perfect thing for him, and I don't know if I'm gonna post this later or not. But I have just learned that the Pokemon Company on its online store is releasing a life-size Gardevoir.
Oh, no.
It looks to be, I'm looking at a picture now, it looks like it's about 4.5 feet tall. It's a plushie. It stands on its own. I don't know how.
Wait, it's only 4.5 feet tall? I thought Gardevoir was much taller than that.
Well, I mean, life-size to you, not life-size to Gardevoir.
Oh, okay.
It's expensive, though. It's a $320 plushie.
We both know Kenneth would jump on that bandwagon to buy that. Stop playing.
I mean, anyway, I thought that would be some fun information for you to know. So there you go. Now you know that. Life-size plushie. Okay. Next we have a PSN outage that's still going.
I just saw that today.
Did you? You didn't know about it yesterday?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it started yesterday. Surprise. At like 3 p.m. I got a notification that my PlayStation had gone offline. And I came home and it was still offline. And then I was talking to one of our friends, and he was offline. And then I checked this morning, and it was still offline. So I went to Down Detector about half an hour before stream. It's still offline.
Jesus.
And this is the second longest PlayStation Network outage that Sony has ever had, minus the one in, it was like 2010, maybe 2011, when it was out for like a month. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Because I'm not, like, in the PlayStation Network world anymore. Because, you know, I'm part of the PC Master Race now.
Well, this one is hitting at a bad time. You know, it's the weekend. People were real mad that it was hitting on a Friday afternoon.
Of course
Super Bowl weekend. Not that that affects.
I forgot that's what this weekend was.
Well, it doesn't affect a huge portion of the populace that utilizes the PlayStation. It's only us Americans. But,
Americans.
you know, there's an awful lot of people that want to use their PlayStation for online gaming right now and can't. And since Sony also forces us to use PSN accounts for games right now,
Yep. They sure do.
Kinda annoying.
Yep. So you literally cannot play PlayStation right now.
Literally can't play an awful lot of games on the PlayStation right now. Or update anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is why my PlayStation was on.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, last little bit and then we'll get into the stream today. I just wanted to mention to everyone, if you are in the Panel Protagonist Discord server, watch out for trailers tomorrow, because there's going to be movie trailers and probably 1 or 2 TV show trailers that get posted during the Super Bowl throughout the day tomorrow that I will be posting to the Discord server as they get uploaded to YouTube. So just keep an eye out for that. I imagine we'll probably see another trailer for Thunderbolts. Probably maybe see another one for the Fantastic Four. I know they just had their first one, but I imagine we'll see another one. And then, gosh, what else does Marvel have coming out? I forget. There's probably another Marvel project in there that'll get released. And then who knows what after that. I welcome the surprise. So I will be posting movie trailers throughout the day tomorrow.
Figures.
I mean, that's... If you're not watching the Super Bowl for football, you're watching it for the ads, which is what I'm doing.
That is very true. That is very true, because I used to do that.
That is what I'm doing. I have no interest at all in the halftime performer. And so I'm only...
Who is the halftime?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay. See, that's like a younger millennial thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a single song he's ever released.
Because he's a hip-hop artist, I believe.
Yeah. So, ads it is. Okay.
So you don't watch it for the sport?
Not when it's not when it's a team I don't care about. And since these two teams have both won one before, literally the only sport-related thing I might be watching out for is a three-peat, and that's it.
Oh.
Yep. Which has never happened before in the NFL.
Oh.
Okay. Shall we get into actually talking about ARK today?
Yes! Let's go!
Okay. So, since our last ARK revisit, which we did already talk about ARK twice.
Did we? We had a revisit
did.
already?
Yes, we did.
I thought I remember this.
We did it immediately before Ascended got released.
Are you sure?
I made the notes for it. I'm pretty sure we did it.
I thought we, well, because you made,
Did we scrap it?
I think we had to scrap it because I was gone.
Well then, I made those notes for nothing, and I have just copied them, and I'm glad I don't have to rehash anything. So, since the last time we talked about Ark, Ascended has been out for, gosh, a year and a half, maybe a little bit less than that. And the last time we spoke, we had reviewed all the various DLC for Evolved, and we'd given our impressions, and we talked about, our favorite maps and everything. And the October before last, so October 2023, Ark and the folks behind it released this newest iteration, which is called Ark Survival Ascended.
And then got rid of all of their official servers for Ark.
They did. Survival Evolved. Mm-hmm. And Ark Survival Ascended is a paid overhaul of the original Ark Survival Evolved.
With a few changes.
With some changes to varying degrees of seriousness. So some of them are quite severe in how different they are. Some of them are just, like a graphical overhaul. Some of them you'll barely notice. But similar to Survival Evolved, and to my great annoyance on PC, Survival Ascended is also an early access release, which I don't understand.
Why they did it. Still? Wait, are we
to this day? Oh, it's still in early access. That's how I bought it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I paid $44.99 for
an early
Ark Survival Ascended in early access. Yep. The catch is that the studio Wildcard, has acknowledged that they are essentially making you pay for a remaster.
Yep.
Of a game that they only released like 6 years ago. And so they are giving everyone the expansion maps for free.
Okay.
You do not have to repurchase the expansion maps. So
that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, I will give them that. That is nice. But they are also releasing some DLC that you do have to pay for that was not in Survival Evolved.
Okay, because that's new content. That makes a little bit of
Yes, because that's new content. Are you drawing a teeny tiny little raptor?
It is not a raptor.
Is it a Yudi?
It is not a Yudi.
Ugh.
Did you even see the first one I drew? Here, let me.
Yes, I saw it. I'm trying to decide what type of feline that is.
Which is actually funny because I think they're more closely related to marsupials.
Oh, This is your kitty cat.
How did you know? Do you remember the name of said kitty cat?
No, not off the top of my head, but if you give me a second,
Critterpedia.
Give me a second, and we keep talking. I might remember it.
Aaron, and just in case you didn't hear anything from the beginning of stream, this is a guessing game. I'm not gonna be big on spelling because dinosaur names are all in scientific anyway, for the most part. You have to guess the dinosaurs that I'm drawing, or the quote-unquote dinos. Obviously, the first one is not categorized as a dino. So all the prehistoric creatures I am drawing, you have to guess, and you get points. I haven't decided how many points yet. It'll be dependent on how many of these dinosaurs I can make. But yeah, a couple of them are easy if you've ever played Ark with me, but I don't think we ever did. So good luck. It's a for me.
Okay, so like I said, they're bringing the original expansion maps to the game. They just released, I think it was Extinction. Here, I'll bring up Steam and I can tell you exactly what they bought because I spent like an hour
It is
updating.
neither of those, but Allosaurus is pretty close.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm looking at it and it doesn't say which one they just updated. So annoying.
With the
I'm pretty sure it was Extinction.
Oh
that
yeah,
just
yeah,
got
yeah. You're
added.
talking about the newest map they just came out with, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Extinction, because I remembered vaguely asking Kenneth what the fuck which map Extinction was until I finally remembered.
Yeah. The two DLCs they have out right now for Ascended, one's called Bob's Tales.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of want it because it's narrated by Carl Urban. And the other one is called Fantastic Tames, and literally all it does is just add some trippy weird creatures that were never in the game to begin with. But Bob's Tales adds a whole bunch of like cyberpunky type stuff. So if you've ever watched Neebs play Ascended, that train that they have is from Bob's Tales.
Oh, I haven't watched Neebs play Ascended.
Oh, okay. They have a train that Apsaros put a tree on.
Of course.
And they have a whole bunch of they have a whole bunch of other stuff from that DLC that I don't have that is cool, but it's probably very resource heavy because it's all metal and anyway. Ascended does feature some boosted performance. The whole reason that they had to re-release this game in the way that they did is because they changed the game engine from Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Ascended now runs on Unreal Engine 5, which is why it makes my computer chug the way that it does. So it's got some boosted performance in places. It's got upgraded graphics in theory. It's got a chunky photo mode, and it's got improved AI for
you forgot to
most of the dinos.
You forgot the most important improvement they made.
No, I haven't. I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Slendysaurus.
It is not Slendysaurus, but that's funny.
Slendysaurus. Man, if this isn't a raptor or a dino, or a Yeti,
good luck.
If it's got is it a Microraptor?
It does not have feathers. Those are spikes.
Oh.
And it is not.
Okay.
Whatever you
Is it a Carno?
It's not a Carno. Carnos don't do Carnos. They have tiny spikes, but this dino has a little bit like a fluctuation of tiny and long spikes.
Oh. Is this something that I would have run into with you? Because I pretty much avoided
I don't think you and I together have run into this particular dino.
Okay.
A Utah Raptor? No, it is not.
I remember where we found the other thing. I just don't remember what it's called. The one that you're drawing now isn't a boss, is it?
No, it is not a boss. It is a regular dino.
Okay, it's just an overland.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it tameable?
It is tameable.
The thing you're drawing? Is it small or large?
It's pretty large. Yeah. I would say it's about Allosaurus size, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay. So it's not a Rex.
No.
Shit, I don't know. Is it a Mega?
A Mega? No. I'm trying to remember what a Mega is, but I don't know what it is. It's a regular dino.
Okay.
It's a cool dino that you can get. You could get in the game. He's just doing his best.
She said
little west-
Allosaurus already. The only other thing that I can remember that's that shape is a Trudon, but they're teeny tiny.
Yeah, they are teeny tiny. No, it is not a Trudon. Okay, do you need?
Oh wait, is this? Hang on, is this the thing that we always used to grab to collect wood?
No, it is not a jazz hands. Whatever the original.
Yes, the jazz hands.
The jazz hands. It's not jazz hands. It's not that.
Okay.
Okay, do you need a hint?
Yes.
All right, it is a dino they recently put in. I think just before Ascended dropped.
Oh shit! I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. I'm never gonna get this one. I might remember the kitty cat.
The kitty cat that's not a kitty cat?
Yep. The thing that can climb trees.
Yep. Sure can. Thing that's
Okay.
actually like probably more closely related to the marsupial.
It's the thing you always have to have that I always remember going out to get with you.
And then you always
And-
hate it because it took forever. Yep.
Yep. And, well, you never liked it either, but you liked the end result, so it was fine.
I never liked taming this particular creature.
This
because of
thing.
How long it took. And how
Yeah.
difficult it was to find one. I would find one when I wasn't looking for one. And then it took me like a fortnight in game to find them when I did want one.
I always remember just going to the redwoods and I'm dangling off your Argentavis and you going, "Do you see anything? Do you see anything? Do you see?"
Yep.
I'm dangling there the whole time, like I'm gonna get jumped by this thing.
Yep, sure will. I was pretty good at finding them in the trees. Because, okay, so
You were.
here's your hint, chat. The kitty cat we're discussing right now is this one right here. In fact, I'll start, like, outlining it in black so you can see it. It is not a kitty cat by scientific terms, but it just looks like one. It's, according to Google, this particular prehistoric animal, which was a real animal, by the way, is more closely related to a marsupial. So, yeah, but in Ark, you could use it to climb trees and cliff faces, and they were very handy when you just wanted to be on the ground, but you hated everything around you. So, I like to do it, but one of the characteristics, the notable characteristics of this particular animal is that they hung out in the trees in the redwood forest. So if you went in by flyer, they could literally knock you off your flyer.
And they were brown.
And
So good luck.
Most of them were brown, unless you like went through an event, because the Easter event, made them all hot pink, and you could see them from a mile away. That was funny. Anyway,
Hot pink or green or
like pastel blue.
yeah.
That was
Okay.
a weird time. But yeah, so that's this particular animal that I'm drawing right now.
Moving on, and maybe I'll remember the name of this thing.
The kitty cat?
Ascended. Yep. Ascended has a very fleshed out new character creator. I will give it that.
It is very nice.
It's quite substantial. Yeah.
It makes my computer cry. And when I say
Yes,
my
mine
computer,
too.
When I say my computer, I really mean Ken's computer. It makes Ken's computer cry.
It makes my computer cry as well, and I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping for a lot more in terms of the graphical fidelity. When I was in the character creator, I did not get what I was hoping for.
Aww.
Yeah, it felt to me like the whole character should have been animated smoother.
Yeah.
This things still feel kind of clunky, but that's a whole nother thing.
It's still better than Evolved, I think.
It is, yeah. So your character's UI has been updated, and the Dino UI has also received an update. The dinos who were previously getting stuck in like the most random places ever, for the most part, that doesn't happen anymore. And then there's been a removal of character speed for both you and for dinosaurs. So that's a stat that's just gone.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that when I was, but then again, I haven't played.
Yeah, I kept my first couple of level ups. I was like, I think there's one missing, and then I was updating my dinosaurs, and I was like, oh, okay, there's definitely one missing here. And then I went back to me, and I was like, oh, it's speed. I'm not updating speed anymore.
Which is a disappointment because I know people who would only raise their speed. Whitney.
I was updating speed a lot too. It's gone.
Well, I guess
everything is the same speed.
Guess you're not getting your fast parasaurs anymore.
Well, I think some of the I have not confirmed this, by the way, so this is just out my ass, but I think some of the dinosaurs just start naturally faster. So that elk that you find, I think, is faster. The Equus, I think, is faster.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think some of them are the Gallimimus. Some of them are just gonna be faster.
Yeah,
but
well,
you can't make
is the fastest mount, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but you can't make them faster than they already are.
Which means the Argentavis is probably the slowest piece of shit flyer. Man,
I wouldn't know. I haven't even caught the bat that's hanging out in my cave yet, so I can't tell you.
Jesus.
So building, which was my biggest gripe,
about
Survival Evolved, has been made easier. Snapping is better. To Studio Wildcard's credit, they did make that smoother. And they updated sounds, which was driving me crazy sometimes with Survival Evolved. Things made odd sounds at times when I thought to myself that would not be a difficult sound to replicate in a Foley studio, but all of these things have been updated. So the one that bothered me the most often, because you liked to build it, is that metal door that you almost always put on your bases.
Listen, and it's got good stats to it.
I know you do, and I'm not complaining about the fact that you always use it. I'm complaining about the fact that it always sounds like it's made out of tin and you're slamming it open and closed every time. The sound is too loud and it just doesn't sound right.
It's too loud, damn it.
So they've updated some sounds, both for the dinos themselves and environmental sounds.
Okay. I'm gonna do y'all a favor because I feel like this might actually be too hard for you.
I don't know the name of that one, dude.
Alright, hang on. While I'm doing that, you continue.
Okay. One thing that's going to be pretty noticeable right off the bat when you load into Ark Survival Ascended is that dinosaurs can have babies out in the wild, and you can find them just out of roaming. If you want to just look at them for a few minutes and then move on, you can. If you want to kill them and be really mean about it, I think they drop prime meat. So, new source of prime meat. If you just want to see how a baby dino looks without breeding them, there they are. They're out in the wild for you. You don't have to tame two and breed them up anymore. Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh, surprise. Server stuff. Still a problem.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. So, I have seen multiple forums that say the servers are still quite unstable. And they're not very secure either. which I don't recall the security being an issue the first time around, but I remember stability being an issue. Shield. Man, that's not gonna help. Okay. And many of the glitches from Survival Evolved have survived. I don't know if that's a pun or if it's irony, but the glitches from survived into Ascended, and so things like your character ragdolling in hilarious ways. Like, you used to always pick us up when we weren't on the server, and we would just ragdoll everywhere.
Good times.
Things like that, I hear, have been fixed, but other things like when you're riding your dino, you can still get stuck in stupid places. That's still around. Graphical glitches, like the one that I had when I restarted my world that second time, which was not a Unity, an Unreal Engine error, which was causing severe FPS drops. That's still in the game. There's every once in a while there's some mesh glitches where, big rocks and things will just kind of pop in and out of existence for me. I don't know if you've experienced that one yet, but yeah, sometimes they'll just be there and then they're not. Yeah. So, my impression overall of Ascended is that
a bucky anglerfish. I mean, you're close,
but we don't even know if it's a fish yet. So my ultimate impression is that somebody at Studio Wildcard does not quite know what they're doing when it comes to the programming, the high level programming of this game, because a lot of the errors and server instability issues are rooted in the same thing. And I was talking to Mark about this this morning.
This particular thing this morning?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking to him about all the issues that people have been having or claimed to have had, or some of the issues that I have had specifically, and he was saying that, yeah, it could be this thing or this thing, and it's probably rooted in the base code. And then I was telling him about how, when Survival Evolved came out, we were all taking like a full 24 hours to update the game because the updates were 124 gigabytes.
God, yes. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that. Oh, I could have forgotten about that, honestly.
Yeah, and then he was saying, yeah, that's because somebody didn't compartmentalize the patches, so they were patching the entire game's code instead of just that section. Which makes full sense to me. That they have fixed that, so I don't know if you've noticed, but now the patches are like
I haven't played,
4 gig. Okay, now the patches are a considerably smaller 3 to 5 gigs. Yeah.
Okay.
So much more normal in size.
I remember because and they would have like updates all of the fucking time too. It wasn't just like one every month. It was like one every other day.
Yes.
And it
all
made
the
it
fucking
very
time.
difficult to have like our own server because it would take. This was before we switched our internet providers. It would take, I'm not even joking, 5 days for us to actually get Arc uploaded. It was ridiculous how long it took us to get all that
Shoot,
done.
my PlayStation, which is the console that I was playing on this server, has a wired connection. So I'm to ground, and it took me a day to upload.
Jeez. Yeah, so I'm glad. I'm glad
Stupid.
they figured out how to compartmentalize their patches.
Yeah, me too. I think overall this game still needs more time to bake.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not done.
It needs more time to cook, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's still one of my favorite games just because of the whole dinosaur taming aspect and the challenge that comes with. So, I mean, I complain about it, but honestly, if I could handle the fact that it is a almost 200 gig game on any of my consoles or my PC, I'd be playing it again.
Yeah. Did Survival
Aaron-
Evolved ever... Sorry, go ahead.
Aaron posted, you mean to tell me someone lied on their resume and they're faking it until they make it?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Anyway, you were saying about Evolved.
Did Survival Evolved ever leave early access status?
I couldn't even tell you.
Because I feel like it didn't. I can't confirm that because
It probably didn't.
it's it doesn't say on on Steam anymore. But yeah, I don't know if it did.
Is it a sad anglerfish? I mean,
was there an anglerfish in the game?
There
I don't
is,
remember.
because you have to get angler gel from anglerfish.
Oh shit! I never got angler gel. Are you kidding me?
I always tried my best to get the Sarcosuchus because of their ability to dive and because I like their battle stats. It was very easy.
That is the noisiest damn dinosaur you have ever had.
Okay, listen, Sarah, all right, which is what I always name my Sarco if my Sarco is female, is doing her best.
I know she's doing her best, but she is doing her best loudly.
Dude, every time I log in and I hear that, I'm like, who the hell is invading my base? And then I turn, I'm like, oh, it's my Sarco. We're good. Barney is the noisiest, probably, honestly.
I mean, he does sing that damn song all the time, so that's fair. With the tongue out. Very good. Okay, so
the cutie pie sleeping. Okay, that's the cutie pie sleeping.
The updates for Arc 2.
Oh.
So Arc Survival Ascended got released like 2 years after Studio Wildcard announced that they were making a follow-up to Evolved. So,
which I think is funny because why would you remaster a game just to
because they needed the money? That's my impression.
Oh, okay.
I think I think, and I'm going to explain why, but so at an E3 event, we got this teaser trailer for Arc 2 with Vin Diesel, and it was all purdy, and we got, hyped, and everyone was so excited, and it was going to have an actual understandable story, and it was Vin was stamping his name on this and everything, and then silence.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Radio silence. We have nothing from Studio Wildcard to go on for the status of Arc 2. This game was supposed to come out last year. The release window was late 2024. That's come and gone. And they haven't said a word.
Ooh,
not a whisper
that's bad.
of a hint of anything. We're assuming at this point that It's still a release candidate for 2025. But honestly, I don't know. Nobody knows
Nobody knows.
because they
Nope.
haven't said anything. There appears to be no movement at all whatsoever. Who the hell knows if Vin Diesel's even, you know, still involved anymore?
Yeah.
God only knows. I'm also assuming at this point that there's gonna be some kind of exclusivity involved whenever it does release. Some people are saying that they think it's gonna have some sort of Xbox exclusivity.
Makes
I
sense,
don't know.
guess.
I really don't know why that would happen because it came to PlayStation first the
Oh,
last time.
I guess that's true. I guess
Yeah.
it depends on like what their contract with PlayStation is versus.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it could happen if they got a favorable rate. An exclusivity deal somewhere would not surprise me,
Yeah.
especially if they got paid more for it.
Yeah.
But here's why I think we're not hearing anything about this game. I think Studio Wildcard has run out of money.
Yep.
Do you recall us talking about the anime
Oh gosh,
for
yes.
Ark?
I still haven't
Okay.
watched that, by the way.
Okay, so I had mentioned at some point that the founders of Studio Wildcard had been having some difficulty in getting this anime off the ground, which is why we went such a long time from hearing about it to when it actually launched. These gentlemen had to front the funds for this show themselves.
That actually
It
does
was
not
their
surprise me.
own pocket money to get this show off the ground, which is now on Paramount Plus, by the way. So if you're interested in it, that's where you'll find Ark, the animated series. It's got probably its biggest budget item in its voice cast because it's got a stacked voice cast.
Oh, does it?
David Tennant, Gerard Butler, Michelle Yeoh, Carl
Oh,
Urban,
gosh.
Elliot Page, Russell Crowe, D. Bradley Baker.
Really?
Yes.
How did that not make money?
You got me. I don't know what their deal was with Paramount.
Murtlap. Oh, that's funny, but no.
I would have just called this thing an angler, man. I don't know what this is called.
You don't know what this is called?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to search the Dodo Dex?
Okay, you ready for the hint?
Yeah.
You can find this in Aberration.
Okay, I'm
And
going
in
to have to look at
fact,
it.
You'll need this to fight off the Ravagers.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at the Dodo Dex for that one. Let me finish my thought, and then I will do that.
Oh, okay.
So I think, this is my personal opinion, okay?
Yep.
That this studio essentially bankrupted itself making the animated show, didn't recoup the funds from making the animated show, and then had to turn around and find a way to have enough money to make Ark 2 so that they could hire Vin Diesel so that they could actually do what they wanted to do. So they relaunched Ark Survival Ascended, and they're hoping to get enough in capital from that game's release to then fund Ark 2, which is a terrible way to run your business.
Pre-evolved Murtlap. I'm still. Let's save this real quick.
I mean, if it works out for them, great. It'll tie in pretty well, because the animated series is about a young... Oh gosh, what was her name? Helena.
Oh.
Yeah. And then if you played either Survival Evolved or Survival Ascended, then it'll
Yeah, there was
tie
an arc
in.
anime.
Yeah. I thought you watched it. It's on Paramount Plus. It's not great, by the way. It's just meh. So then if you watched that, the anime ties into the first game, and then there's some tie-in to Vin Diesel's character at the very end, and I don't remember what it is. But they're trying to kind of worm his character into like DLC drops and stuff. Okay, I gotta figure out what these other dinos are, and I am cheating now. I'm looking on the Dodo Dex.
By the way,
Just
y'all can
FYI.
cheat too, because good luck trying to find it through the hundreds of Dodo stuff.
Well, for the first one, I know what I'm looking for.
Well, I know you do. I was talking about the rest of chat.
That second one, I have no idea what I'm looking for, and that third one, I'm hoping will just pop out at me. There's a Thylacoleo.
Yay! That is talking about the kitty cat, right? Yeah, this is
Kitty cat.
definitely a Thylacoleo. Boom, boom, boom.
Did you find that third thing in the water, or was it in the swamp, or both?
It is neither actually, but it is on land, and you can technically find it in the swamp, but it is not its main home.
Okay, I just is it a bulb dog?
It is a bulb dog. Wow.
Okay. I don't know that I've ever come across that thing.
I do all the time in every cave, in fact, that matches the aberration.
I'm sure you do, but I've never played Aberration, so.
Well, I mean, even in like the other maps that have like a little bit of every biome in it, including aberration, you can find a bulb dog.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't do a whole lot of caving in Ark because they terrify me.
Yep. I was just about to say because they scare you.
Yep, because they scare me. Okay, let's see if I can find this last thing. So it's not this one. What the hell is this that I've never seen before? Is this a carnivore? I don't think so. Okay, question for you then. Mm-hmm. That second one that you drew.
Yep.
Is it a carnivore?
It is.
Or
it's a carnivore.
Okay, so that's not this thing. Some of these, I'm looking at them going, I can't tell if these are current.
Because
Am I
it
dumb?
has a fluffy tail. Well, I guess not fluffy as in fur, but feathers.
Deinonychus?
Yeah, the one that I'm drawing now is Deinonychus.
Oh, okay.
Not the one that you are currently looking for.
Okay, then.
That's what I'm saying.
Bird plus. Okay, so I'm still looking for this second thing. What the hell is that? All right. It's not that thing. Some of these, I'm just laughing at the... Is it a Giga?
It is not a Giga, but it is... Okay. It feels like the same family, but it's not.
Okay. It's not that.
You might actually take the rest of the stream just to figure that out.
I might.
Which I think would be hilarious for me.
Wouldn't it be funny if this thing is not on the Dodo Dex?
On the Dodo Dex? I don't know, but it's on the wiki page for sure.
Okay, it's not that. What the hell is this? Oh, that's a... Why isn't this under the boss section? Okay.
Which one are you looking at?
Rockwell.
Oh, yeah, you can't tame that. That's funny. Because it's a creature dex, Jesse. Not a necessarily just a boss dex. There's so many.
Okay, I don't know what this thing is at all.
So many.
And it
flies
looks
in
like
there
it's
right now.
from Aberration, so I'm just gonna guess it. A Volanosaur?
No.
Okay.
As soon as you said aberration, I knew you were wrong. Because you could find it. I guess you could technically find it on aberration, but it's not aberration exclusive.
Hell is a Dodo Rex?
It's a boss.
What?
Yeah. But I have
Okay.
no idea.
Okay. Oh, nope, that one says mod. It's definitely not that. New. No, okay.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Do you?
No. Carcharodontosaurus? No. But that is actually a very good guess. It is not a Cacharo, though.
Some of these I remember.
Yeah?
And some of them I've definitely never seen in my entire life.
You know what's funny? Is that I've actually tamed one of those before. And they're actually pretty beast.
What, the thing that Aaron said?
I mean, I've tamed a Cacharo too, but I was talking about the thing you're still looking up.
Oh.
You got this. I have faith in you.
What does it start with?
An A.
What the hell?
What
And it's not an
hell?
And it's not an Allosaur?
Nope.
Okay, this is the thing that I passed up because the Dodo Dex says it's a herbivore. But is it an Amargasaurus?
It is not an Amargasaurus. Amargasaurus look like long necks.
Okay.
Then if it's not in the Dodo Dex, it's gotta be in the wiki. But I know you can tame it because I've tamed one before.
Not in the Dodo Dex, so I will look for the wiki.
That's really strange.
Mm-hmm.
Making me feel like it doesn't exist, even though I was the one who tamed one.
So this is new?
It was relatively new, yes.
Okay, and it's not Mr. Jazz Hands.
It is not Mr.
Because I keep looking at Mr. Jazz Hands going, man, that looks an awful lot like that.
Man, it looks so much like he's about to jazz his way into my death.
Okay, creatures. He's not an aberrant creature. He's not an alpha creature.
Just your regular creature.
Just a dinosaur.
Just trying to make it out to the world, you know?
What the heck is that? Okay, is it an Acrocanthosaurus?
It is an Acrocanthosaurus.
What the hell is that?
It's a very nice tank is what that is.
I have never seen one of these before.
They are very nice to have.
Does he have is he wearing a face mask?
They can't though?
Yeah.
No.
The journal entry in game looks like he's kind of wearing a face mask.
I see patterns.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
But it's in color for me, and it just looks like your regular scale colors.
Oh, weird. I'll have to show you what I'm looking at later. Okay. The dossier makes it look like he's got a bone mask on or something.
I'll show you what I'm looking at too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we're looking at the same thing. If we're both looking at the wiki, then we're looking at the same thing.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't grab this from wiki.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Wow, you figured it out.
Wow, by cheating.
I mean, you figured it out.
I had to.
Oops, I almost spelled it wrong. There you go.
And it's backwards for me.
Oh shit. I forgot I flipped the this has to be backwards now. Anyway, it's gonna look so weird when I flip it back around.
It is, yep.
Whatever. It's fine. But yeah, so the one I'm drawing now is a Deinonychus.
It wasn't, well, yes, it is now, but everything else was backwards.
Oh yeah, the other
when
words
she was
are
writing
backwards.
it. Okay, let me get my notes back up. Okay. Yeah, that was actually the end of stream. That's all I had for today.
There was like we had mostly I knew we were mostly going to talk about let's see how that actually doesn't look too bad, you know, flipped back around the correct way.
I think it looks fine. It fits.
If it fits, it sits.
Yep.
What the fuck is happening?
Is it not scrolling?
No, my so the cord for my tablet is very sensitive now.
Uh-huh.
And if I bump it the wrong way, it like just completely disappears. Like the screen will just disappear on me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Well, do you have any final thoughts about either Survival Evolved, Survival Ascended, or what's happening with
So I think
Arc 2?
The remaster they did was good. But I also feel like it was unnecessary when they could have just patched out a lot of the shit that was happening in Evolved. Because literally the things they fixed for Ascended are just things they could have fixed with Evolved and still had the same game. But you were right too that I think they did it because they needed the money. So it's just I'm not thrilled about it happening that way, but I guess in a way I can understand too. They were dreaming a little bit too big for their pocketbooks.
So here's my ultimate opinion
about we're getting the Jesse opinion
about that specifically, about the re-release specifically. So they did change game engines.
They did,
and you can't change a game engine on a game that's already been released.
Okay.
So
you opened my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, taking that into consideration, if they were going to substantially update things in the way that they did, you know, I'm kind of glad that they did it this way and updated the game engine, because maybe they had to do it that way. Maybe they discovered that, you know, some of the things that they needed to do just weren't viable in the game engine that Survival Evolved was running. I don't know if that was Unreal Engine 4 or if it was something else. But maybe that was part of the issue. Maybe the game engine just wasn't working for them. I would have liked to have seen a lower price point for this. However, again, to their credit, we are getting all the expansion maps for free.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. Yeah. So, I mean, in the long run, am I satisfied with this? No, not really. But am I unhappy enough with it to really bitch about it? Also, no. It's playable. It doesn't take me 24 whole ass hours to update the game anymore.
Oh my god, you know, yeah. Sorry. I like when you said that, I was like, yes.
It functions as a playable game.
I will also say too that sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine.
I will also say that too that the stuff they did do with the remaster makes the game a little bit more enjoyable to play, and all of the stuff that used to be really tedious shit, like the building for me was absolutely trash. And I mean, like, it's still not the greatest thing because you still run into the problems with the terrain and everything, which is like still a piece of shit to have to deal with.
Yeah,
But
that's a mesh. That's a mesh thing.
but now they like changed the whole building UI, and I actually like the new building UI in Ascended versus.
I think I like the building UI in Ascended. I haven't built a whole heck of a lot yet, so I haven't formulated my
Your personal opinions on the matter.
my fixed opinion on it yet, but I think I like it.
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's very very nice. I like
Yeah.
it. And Evolved had its setbacks, but honestly, like the game itself, like if they can do better in Arc 2.
Oh, they'll have to do better.
Yeah.
They have to do better in
Yeah.
Arc 2.
So if they can accomplish everything they want to accomplish with Arc 2, this would be a great game to play. I mean, like, right now, I feel like it is a good game to play. They do have their problems, but I feel like a lot of games nowadays have their own problems. So, I mean, it's just, I would play it. It's still a good game for me to play. And the little tedious stuff that happens in the game, like the building and the writer glitches that you can experience and everything, don't matter. Like, they don't matter in that it doesn't ruin your gameplay. Like, it does not make or break your gameplay. Like some other games I know that have glitches that would actually make or break your game. Like your game.
Except for that one thing that I got.
Eh?
Oh, the first time I opened a new game that I had already started.
Oh, on Arc?
Yeah, I had this really weird I'm pretty sure it was an Unreal issue, but I had a single digit FPS.
Oh.
Everything was a shade of red.
Oh, you had some weird shit happen.
I thought my save was corrupted.
Oh no.
I actually still don't know what happened, but I had to delete that save and start over.
Oof.
And that was when I discovered all that stuff I had to turn off to make the game run.
Oh, okay. That was in Ascended?
That was in Ascended, yep.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That would be why I never experienced it, because I haven't played Ascended much. That sucks though.
So the one thing that I would really like to see them focus on fixing before they release anything else is their server issues, because I do know that
there's a majority of people who play servers, so
yeah, a large chunk of the people who play Arc are wanting to play with their friends on servers.
And I assume this server issue is not just with their official servers. It's with every server.
These are all public servers.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know from experience that if your server is unstable or insecure or both, that is a game ruining experience.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing I think they should focus on right now. And I would like to see them focus on it before they upload another expansion map, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see why people,
Okay.
I also hope they fix those problems, because, like I said, like, they can make this game, like, incredible, but they gotta fix their problems first.
Yeah, I mean, they can do it. The solutions are out there. Whether or not they have the
resources,
wherewithal, to do it is another matter.
And the money, I'm
we'll
sure.
See. Yep. So thanks for coming out, guys, to chat about dinosaurs and stuff.
Dinosaurs.
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 Next week we're going back to that little writing project.
Not next
That
week.
oh, sorry, the week after. I'm so sorry. Next week we're off.
God.
Next week we're off, so that Melly can go to a convention.
Another one. Wow.
Another one.
Almost
Yeah.
back to back.
No. The
Yep.
week after. So the last Saturday in February.
So the 22nd,
We'll be back.
that's when we'll be back.
Yep.
No, thank you for showing me your dinosaurs. You're welcome. I'm not even gonna lie. With the exception of the Bulbdog and the Archacanthosaurus, I just drew my favorite ones. And I didn't even draw the Argent. That was gonna be the next one after Deinonychus.
Dinosaurs.
But I knew as soon as I started drawing the Argent, Jesse would be on that like a fucking freight train.
Well, yes, of course, a freight train.
Yep. You heard me. You heard me.
Barreling down, choo choo.
You're just like, that's a fucking Argent. There would be no more drawing after that. I'd be like comatose from the impact.
You'd have to get me to guess which Argy it is.
What do you mean? There's only one Argy. Are you talking about
I
like...
mean, one of yours.
It would be an accident. Do you remember that?
No, I don't actually. I was looking at the starting screen and I was going, what? I know there's a story behind an accident, but I don't remember what it is.
I captured an accident. Okay, I tamed an Argent. I named it an accident because I didn't actually mean to tame that particular one. It just dropped before I could drop the other one. And I was like, fuck it. And then I named it an accident. Oh no, that wasn't that one. An accident was an egg that I didn't mean to actually fertilize. So that's
Is that what it was?
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
That's why it was named an accident. Because I think like I meant to turn off the mating aspect of the Argents and I forgot and it was on a server. And like
that must have been on one of our servers.
Yeah. And on a server you can't like time doesn't stop when you leave. Like it continues. And I forgot to turn off the mating aspect. So there was a lot of eggs when I came back, by the way. And one of them I just named an accident because it had good stats, but I didn't want it. So and then magically stayed with me. And you know me, like once I figure out a name for anything, like that's it. Like that's your name for life. Anyway,
and
an accident,
kept
everybody. Yep.
And then it was level 101 before we knew it.
Yep, it was. Because I would always use it to fight too. Oh man, yep. So that's how an accident came to be. But there were several. I've had several. I've even had rainbow colored Argents. Okay, because I would paint them too.
I can't. That's the one thing I do not have the patience for in Arc. I just don't have enough patience for the painting.
So in the PS4 version, I played on the PS4 version, but in the PlayStation version, you could actually paint the whole region instead of like using the whole like, what do they call that? The my words are failing me. The mouse clicker, aspect of it, the like freehand style of it. You could do it without that on the PS version. But anyway, Deinonychus.
Okay.
Ooh, is also a climber. And a
Is
glider.
it?
Yes, and it's a glider.
I knew it glided, but I didn't know it climbed.
It doesn't climb nearly as well as like the Thyla, because the stamina on that shit is bad. But it was a pretty good glider. Which is why I always liked running around on it. It was also a great fighter too, and it was quick. I also liked the way the tail swished when I ran, so there was that too. Anyway,
I never had one.
Attend a furry convention? I don't know, because I have to figure out what they are, but also at the same time, like I don't have anything furry related to go to a convention for. So who knows? Who knows when I will ever attend a furry convention, if ever. But the next convention I'm going to is next week. Unfortunately, unlike my anime gaming con that I attended last weekend, I don't know where I'm going to be seated until about Wednesday or Thursday. But
Oh, surprise.
yeah, yeah, every year. We shall go condet. Okay. Um, so next weekend, Wit and I will be attending Stockton Con Winter. We go every year. Winter is a relatively new show we go to, but it's all coordinated by the same person. So we will be at the Stockton Arena next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I believe from 11 to 5. I just know
It's not
it's
that long.
no, thank God. 11 to 5. So if you're part of the Confab Corner, which I highly recommend if you're not part of the Discord server yet, Jesse, put that link in there for me.
Getting on and hang out.
Yeah, old lady. So I highly recommend you join the Confab Corner. There are things to do in there other than, just waiting to see where I will be in the wild and the guest list that I always post for every convention I go to. I also post art that goes in there sooner than I post to social media by up to almost a few days sometimes. There are also doodle times where I do live art for you all that you could join me and have conversation with. You can also doodle with me. We have watch parties where Jesse puts on a random show, usually by vote.
Random?
Usually by vote. And we can do, we watch anime and stuff. And we also do game nights, and we have bot games you could participate in. We have interactive chats. So there's a lot to do in Confab Corner. So definitely join, and especially if you want to know any updates about where I will be in the wild with guest lists and any
Guys,
arts that you like.
guys,
What?
guys, I'm looking at the guest list for Stockton Con Winter. And Pinky and the Brain are going to be there.
Oh yeah, Pinky and the Brain are going to be there. Ty Lee will also be there from
I see that.
Avatar.
I see that. But
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yep. So
I love Rob Paulson. He's the best.
Yeah, so the full guest list will go up in Confab Corner. I don't usually post the guest list in social media because that's a lot of work for me to have to do that I don't want to do. If you know me, I try to do things smart and not hard.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. So, but if Discord's not your thing, don't feel like you're missing out on, the great art that I do and everything. It does get posted. It doesn't usually get posted immediately when I'm done, like in Confab Corner, but it does get posted. I also always post where I will be in the wild, including table numbers and, all the good stuff about that, including the times of the convention and updates on panel protagonist streams. So you can always join me at Melslog on Facebook and Instagram to get all of that information and to see what new art I post. Wow. Okay, Jesse. I see you in chat. Other than that, we will see you on the 22nd with our part 2 on how fleshed out is our original characters. I'm very excited because I think the next category is like your... What was the next category? It was like your...
the next category was real important stuff. Yeah, we were getting into like past events and morals and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I'm very excited to do that particular one, so I'll probably be thinking about that all next week while I'm trying to get ready for Stockton Con. Very excited for all of that. I'm hoping to have new stickers at Stockton Con, so if you're in Stockton, California, or you're going to pass by and you want to see me, or just, wander around the arena, it is a very big convention, in my opinion. It is not as big as SAC Anime or, the Comic-Con, but it's still a pretty moderate convention. There's a lot of vendors, a lot of artists, and then not to mention the VAs, panels, and other things. I do love the cosplayers that come through. The cosplayers are fantastic. That's another reason
why. They have the cosplayers.
But I'm hoping to have new stickers there. If you are in Confab Corner, you know which stickers might go up. And if you're on social media, there's only one set that I haven't posted. that I would like to make into stickers, and I think I want to keep that a surprise from social media.
Oh.
Save Discord because I've already posted it to Discord. Anyway, are you ready, Jesse?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, panel protagonists out. Bye.
Goodbye.